pretty awesome. It's a great job. I don't just sell socks. I also donate a pair for every pair I sell. So the idea is very similar to Tom's or Warby Parker, if you've heard of these companies. Yeah, it turns out a lot of people like socks and a lot of people like helping people. So I always find that your best inspiration is always never in the same categories. I ever learn from startups. I sometimes learn from like video games. Like I love the story of Angry Birds. You guys should absolutely read the story of how Angry Birds came to be. Basically, those who don't give up, no matter how many walls they run to, those are the ones who make your dream come true. It's kind of cheesy, but you know, it's kind of true when you sit there. It's like there are a lot of things holding you back. Even when you have like a little bit of success, everyone's there to knock you down a few pegs. Everything's gonna go wrong. So yeah, always talking to customers. That's one of the things I would definitely recommend you guys do when you get out there. Whether you start your own business or you join a company, whatever you do, always be talking to customers. One form of research is like talking to customers. Another one is like figuring out whether or not people want something. So like I sort of said, like I'm sort of joking around about I like socks and that's how I started. My research for this was basically I work near Bay Street. I've worked near Bay Street for years. I worked in Bay Street for a little while as well, but that's a dark history. I see these guys like 5 years ago. They were just like wearing their black socks and they're wearing their Armani suits and their little earrings, and that's their way of being like different from every other guy in a suit in Bay Street. A few years later, I see the earrings gone. I see the socks. I start seeing them like start moving in the streetcar or walking down the street, and then it's just like random crazy socks. And my clients are wearing these random crazy socks, and I'm like, there's a lot of people buying random crazy socks. It's like, maybe I should buy random crazy socks. I look there and it's like, these are expensive. I thought to myself, there must be a huge margin behind this. I've always wanted to help my community. I never had an opportunity to. Sure, I have, but I just never realized it. But it's like, maybe I could do this. What is the point of being alive if you don't at least try to do something remarkable? This year, I am donating thousands of pairs of socks. About, I wish I knew the exact number, but about 2,400 I think now. So I officially started in January. Now it's September, for 9 months. I have about 2,400 socks to donate. It's fantastic. When you start something and it's remotely successful, everyone wants to give you money. Just as an FYI, here's a really good rule. If you look like you're doing well, people are going to give you money. If you look like you need the money, they're never going to give you money. It's an amazing counterintuitive thing. But so I've been offered money, and they've asked me what I would do with it if I took it. First thing I would do is exactly that. When you're in down the dumps, I would honestly say revisit it later. You got plenty of time. I've worked for probably 5 companies in the last 5 years. If you have like useful skills of some sort, which if you're running a business of any sort of capacity, you probably have some useful skills of some sort. So like just take those skills, bring them to a company, stay at that company for a little while, absorb and learn while you're at that company, and then hopefully take another stab at it at another point in time. Maybe next year, maybe in 3 years, maybe when you've like grown a little bit more. Like there's no rush. So my interest is with Queen West in that sort of area. So I've been working with retailers there and trying to get them interested in adopting my line of socks. I haven't pushed it very hard because I want to make sure that I have a sustainable way of keeping myself going without them. I don't want to rely on them, but they're more of a boost.